30-6 John here, and today we're going to be reviewing recent bear attacks here in Alaska and the rest of the United States. So keep watching and I hope you enjoy the video. Our first story is in Palmer, Alaska, just north of Anchorage. So let's listen in.
Hospitalized last night after encountering a brown bear sow and her cub. According to Alaska State Troopers, the bear came across the bear while hunting in the Palmer Hayflats area. The boy had serious injuries, while the man had minor injuries. Both were taken to a hospital for treatment. Troopers said today that the boy is in fair condition. Fish and Game says it found no evidence suggesting that it was the same bear. It's been raiding chicken coops in Butte. Wildlife Troopers, Fish and Game, also as well as the Alaska State Troopers searched today, but they were unable to find the cub.
This story occurs in Connecticut, where a black bear attacks a 10-year-old boy playing in his grandparents' backyard.
Screams saying, "Help, help, help." And I heard the little 10-year-old boy saying, "Bear, bear." So I knew right away the bear had to have gotten a hold of him.
Frightening screams were heard from Jonathan Digamis' neighbor's home on Sunday. Digamis says it was this bear that was seen on his property just moments before that was attacking a 10-year-old visiting his grandparents next door. Digamis ran over as fast as he could, jumping over a fence.
And the first thing I could find was a steel, looked like a water pipe. It was about this big. I picked up the pipe and I threw it at the bear as hard as I could. I struck him in the head. My neighbor and my neighbor's wife brought the little boy, their grandson, inside. He was bleeding from his foot and he had claw marks all over his back.
Digamis says the boy's grandfather, who was in a wheelchair, had been trying to fight off the almost 250-pound bear.
The bear was actually trying to drag him through the yard and into the woods. So luckily, my neighbor did strike the bear with a crowbar first.
The Department of Energy and Environmental Protection says ENCON police and state police responded to the attack at about 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. The boy was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and the bear was euthanized.
This story occurred in Leavenworth, Washington. A woman was walking her dog and gets attacked by a bear.
KIRO 7's Jake Chapman is live in Kirkland, where there is also no shortage of black bear sightings. And Jake, people in Leavenworth are concerned after this attack.
You can only imagine, Dee Dee, especially when they found out exactly where this bear attack happened. Now, this is what the Chelan County Sheriff's Office and the Department of Fish and Wildlife are telling us. They say around 7 this morning, a woman in her 60s was attacked by a black bear in a neighborhood near Enchantment Park. Now, as you mentioned, Dee Dee, as we mentioned earlier, I should say, she is being treated for her injuries at Wenatchee Hospital. But here's some stats from the Department of Fish and Wildlife on bear attacks in the state of Washington. There's only been one recorded fatal attack from a black bear, and that was in 1974. And since 1970, there have only been 19 other encounters where a person got hurt by a black bear.
This article was another take on that Leavenworth bear attack. The wildlife expert blames woke politics for Washington bear attack. Washington passed a law restricting black bear hunting. So now there's more black bears and they're less afraid of humans. So yeah, there's going to be more black bear interactions. This story is about several college kids that were attacked by a grizzly bear while they're out hiking near Cody, Wyoming.
Survived a brutal bear attack, and they're telling their story only to Good Morning America. As Mona Leahy reports, one of the wrestlers created a distraction to save his teammate's life.
Just for us to walk out of there alive, all 4 of us, it's a miracle. It really is, with the situation we were in with.
This morning, 4 college wrestlers grateful to be alive and for each other after perhaps their toughest match, going toe-to-toe with a grizzly bear.
I just knew I had to protect my head and just kind of fight for life. You know, it's life or death.
Northwest College students Braden Lowry, Kendall Cummings, August Harrison, and Orrin Jackson were searching for fallen antlers in Wyoming's Shoshone National Forest on Saturday when all of a sudden Lowry and Cummings came face to face with the bear. The bear pounced, tackling Lowry first.
The bear came running out of the trees. I didn't even see it until it was right in front of me, but I heard the crashing, and the only thing I could yell was, "Bear, bear!" And I yelled, "Bear," and the bear tackled me first.
Seeing his teammate being mauled, Cummings took the fight to the bear, yelling, punching, and grabbing it until the bear turned on him.
It knocked me onto the ground and then with its head pushed me on the ground all the way up against the trees and then kind of pinned me up there, and it was attacking me for a second. I was putting my hands in its mouth and stuff so it wouldn't be chewing on my neck and everything.
The bear finally walking away, but the horror not over. Just when they thought they were clear, the bear returned.
I called out to Brady. I was like, Brady, you all right? Where you at, Brady? And then I didn't hear nothing from Brady, but I heard the bear kind of grunting behind me, and I heard it walking. And then I saw it again, and it came and it attacked me again.
Eventually, Lowry and Cummings able to escape, calling 911 and reuniting with their teammates.
I spoke with the lady on the phone, the dispatch lady, and we kind of coordinated a plan to get the Flight for Life there. I remember telling her, that's our brother up there.
Cummings airlifted to Billings Clinic Hospital, getting 60 staples in his head. Lowry taken to the same hospital by ambulance, treated for a compound fracture in his left arm.
You surprised to hear that they fought for each other the way they did?
No, not at all. Not at all. I you know, growing up in a wrestling world, it's just the kind of brotherhood that there is.
They'll fight for each other.
Experts saying the outcome could have been much worse if they didn't have each other.
This story occurred in Maryland, and this lady that was walking her two dogs got attacked by a black bear. It says here the black bear charged after one of the dogs charged at the bear. The lady tried to yell and act big, and the bear kept on charging. It's here that the bear was biting her on the leg, above the knee, continued to bite her, bit her skull and the side of her face. Her two German Shepherds were not injured. A lot of people think that dogs will protect them from bears. Usually they won't. The bear will attack the dogs and the people. Unless you have a special trained dog that to deal with bears, dogs really won't protect you. She got chewed up pretty bad. This bear attack actually occurred 2 years ago, but now she feels well enough to talk about it. She has scars from the attack. She has scars on her chest. She had a bit of plastic surgery for her face to reconstructive surgery. Anyhow, that's all that I have for today, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Everyone stay safe. Have a nice day, and thanks for watching.